hell. Well, we're gonna lose stuff. Everything's floating. Everything's floating!
We are the McLean brothers, and we are currently rowing halfway around the world across the entire Pacific Ocean, 9,000 miles, non-stop and unsupported from South America to Australia. Our goal is to set the speed record for the fastest human-powered crossing of the full Pacific Ocean.
On top of this, we're trying to raise £1 million for clean water projects. We're going to give it our all, so follow along and find out what happens.
Just in from first night shift, and we've got a lot of weather's coming really hard. We were trying to get as far south as we possibly could, but rowing against quite a strong current and didn't make that many miles. And then this weather's come in and it's coming from the south, trying to push us north. Wind and waves crashing into the side of the boat, and then current also trying to push you north. It's just like rowing through concrete. Oh, it's so hard. My hands are so sore from today's rowing. What a joy, character building stuff.
Quite easily been the worst rowing stint of the crossing so far. It's just impossible to make any headway. I think over my full hour and a half stint, I think I went backwards, maybe half a mile.
Something very unnerving about being in a big swell, total pitch black, because you're just blindfolded into it. You're just counting down the minutes until dawn arrives.
We've had some sort of short circuit, suspect to do with this deck panel. Either the deck panel's damaged or the switch here, which is a little bit loose. I suspect maybe something to do with that. A lot of the electrics have gone. Starlink's dead. None of the MPPTs are charging the batteries. So the autopilot's still working, which is a bit odd. But
It's kind of flickering on and off.
Is it flickering on and off?
Yeah.
What's gone on? Yeah. Has it gone off again? Yeah. We're kind of in the middle of this storm. It's an anticyclone, which means we've got kind of 30 knot winds gusting, maybe a bit more even. Done a couple speed tests this morning. We've found,
About to get into the cabin to come to bed, and big rogue wave came in off the stern and washed me overboard. Oh god. I don't think it's pretty good, all things considering. You know, probably a 12-foot wave, kind of just barreled, started to break at just the wrong time, swept me off my feet, and I was rowing over the starboard side. Didn't really know which way was up, which way was down. I wasn't sure if we capsized or what had happened. I was kind of like trailing alongside the boat. The next thing I knew, red headlight came into view, and Ewan's hand came overboard and grabbed it with my other hand, sort of pulled me back into the boat. That was really scary. If I hadn't been tethered to the boat, that would be me dead, 100%. There's no way I would have had time to grab onto the boat. The boat was moving in like 5 knots. Just need to calm down and then try and get some sleep. Just another day.
Just received news from Mum that she's already arrived in Sydney. Very excited to see her. Yeah, kind of caught me off guard. Very excited to see her. You're right, you in? You having a nice day?
The wind is really against us, about 10 to 15 knots from the southwest, which is the exact direction that we want to head. It's pretty horrible on the oars. We're doing 2 on 1 off. You get a pitiful 20-minute break and then you're back on for 40 minutes. We're making the call that we're going to go on power anchor. We're busting a gut and making no progress. So these are the conditions where we get our parachute anchor out, we're going to deploy it. Probably going to sit on it for a couple of hours and monitor the wind. It's due to come more southerly the next few hours, and then if that's the case, we might be able to make western progress. I think there's a sense of relief on board that we're going to get a little bit of respite before hitting it hard in a few hours. Day 86 on the Pacific. We're entering our second day of power anchor. So we've been on power anchor overnight, and we anticipate maybe 3 more hours of that power anchor, and then we might be able to make a little bit of western headway as the wind drops to the south. We've been getting on with lots of little boat tasks that we've been used to for months.
Oh yeah, so we've blown the main fuse. We've probably got an alternative fuse that I could put in, like a 30 amp or something like that, but it's a different type of fuse entirely.
Also having a little bit of the first period of chill time in 86 days. We uncovered a lost treat.
Sure.
Some mini Easter eggs back from Easter. We've been on this boat since Easter. If you can see the peanut butter. Chuck them in. Scoop them, fish them back out. Oh, don't worry, I'll save you. To make any sort of progress, we've had to set up this rowing position, which took us about half a day to do. Couldn't find all the bits. We had to change all the seat bearings and wheels and all that kind of stuff. And then now we've got to row 3 hours on with 3 of us rowing. Then we put the power anchor out for an hour or so. And then we repeat that. The sunrise looks really nice, but the problem is we're facing that way. So that's what we're seeing. Great. Tonga. Way over there.
We'll definitely need to be coming back to explore them. Feels a little bit wrong to just be rowing straight past, but for another trip maybe.
Just off the back of really, really hard night shift. I'm so tired. The conditions are just not getting better. Day 94 has been hard. We've got current against us at the moment. And it's just so demoralising.
The experience out here is really an experience of betweenness. Earlier this evening, I saw my 3rd plane in 92 days. It made me think about the people on that plane, and they're looking down at the vast blackness below. We're between the ocean on which we float and the sky above. We're between the people that stepped onto this boat over 3 months ago and the people that will step off when we get to Australia.
Crammed into the stone cabin together. Exactly where we both want to be. This camera actually makes it look kind of spacious. It actually does.
Quite like far away.
There's fucking no space in here at all.
I'm like up against the wall. You're over halfway.
No, I'm not. Look at the line.
The line's there. Look, you can see. You're over the line.
I'm bigger than you.
The reason why these experiences are life-changing is they inform the decisions you go on to make. We're spending so much time out here watching the motions of the moon, the galaxies above. It will stick with us for the rest of our days. All we can do now is remember that remember that it's a finite experience and it will come to an end, and so therefore we need to just take every moment we can to enjoy whilst it's still here.